If you knew that your time was short and that in a few years, maybe months, or maybe even weeks you would die, what would you do? This is not a question I hope any of you will have to face in the near future, but if you would have to, what would you say? In knowing your time was short, how much would you search for meaning in your life? What would you chase? Would you even dream knowing your dreams won't last? Would you even love? Our movie explores exactly that. This K-drama tells the story of a girl who knows she's dying soon, and a director who's been quietly fading from life in the last 5 years. And together, in these fleeting beautiful moments, they'll make a movie. It's a drama about art, about grief, about love, about defiance, about what it means to dream, to wish for, to live when you know you're dying. And it's also the best K-drama of 2025. And it starts pretty slow, it sets everything up carefully. In the first episode, you're simply introduced to the characters, slowly and melancholically. You see this guy, Lee Jae-ha. He has no will to live, no spark, he moves slowly as fuck, barely smiles, never runs, he just kinda drifts. Sure, he's healthy, but hollow inside. And then you meet this girl, Lee Da-eum. She smiles all the time. She's cheerful, drinks grape juice, lights up every scene, every place. But the biggest difference, she's dying. And then they meet. At first it seems like a random meaningless encounter, but later we'll realize it was anything but. We also get the full picture. Jae-ha is being asked to remake his dad's movie, which he apparently hates because of the backstory related to his passing mother. And Da-eum dreams of acting, adores cinema and movies, fangirls over So Young, a famous actress that will actually be very important for our story, and she's terminally ill, just like her mother before her. Oh, also, the movie Jae-ha is being pushed to remake tells the story of a girl with terminal sickness and with limited time to live, and the heartbreak that follows after that. Sounds familiar? By the end of episode 1, Jae-ha, while doing research to write this film realistically and talking to doctors and people about the implication of terminal disease and its effects, runs into Lee Da-eum. And at first he thinks she's a doctor, just another doctor offering consultation. But no.
자문을 맡게 된 시한부 이다음이라고 합니다.
It's the perfect first episode. Perfect cinematography, phenomenal acting, awesome soundtrack. And it sets it all up beautifully. Jae-ha and Da-eum talk for a while and she describes to him how she lives knowing she'll die soon. He asks her, so what is it you want to do? And to that she answers, adultery, murder, die, become a ghost, be reborn. Why do I want to do so much stuff? But there's actually one job where she can do it all.
네, 그 직업이 제 꿈이에요.
Yeah, it's acting. She dreams of being an actress. Anyways, they end up their consultation for his character building, and he then decides to host auditions for the lead. And so, out of nowhere, she shows up. And I mean, it's crazy, right? Why would she audition for a movie knowing she might not even be able to live to finish it? But this movie, Love in White, it's her story. She's the character, a terminally ill girl played by a terminally ill girl. The line between character and actor disappears, her performance is way too real, too honest. And at first, Jae-ha doesn't want to cast her. The risk is too big. I mean, what if she dies mid-production? What will people say? They'll just say he's another selfish director exploiting a dying girl for realism. Plus, So Young, the established star, is already lined up for the role, so why take the risk? But he can't not. There's just something about her, something raw, something true. And so, despite the pressure, the consequences, the risks, the fear, he casts her. I have one condition. Don't die, he says. Kind of a harsh condition for someone who's terminal, but it makes sense. And so Lee Da-eum becomes the lead. A dying girl playing a dying girl. A dream come true, even if it's one that might not last long. So she's cast as the main lead and So Young as the secondary female lead. And so they start filming and getting everything ready, but from here on, the tension starts building. The show doesn't have a psychopathic killer subplot, no time travel, no race against the clock suspense, and yet your heart's constantly at 200 BPM. Why? Because nobody can find out that is sick. Not the cast, not the staff, no one, but you, as the viewer, know it. It's a slow burn, but it's soaked in dramatic irony. You're constantly watching Jeha and Da-eum try to keep up the act, to smile, to live, to film, to act, like there's nothing more to it. Just a rookie actress with a director. But you just know, deep down, the clock is ticking. Already in the third episode, So-young sees Da-eum having a seizure and helps her out. Later on, she sees her again at the hospital. And just like that, things aren't so stable anymore. At the same time, Da-eum's father is against the idea of the movie. The investor is a fucking cunt. Miss Go becomes obsessed with this mysterious rookie actress and starts digging. And as for So-young, she had dated Jeha a long time ago, but she still has feelings for him. Nonetheless, she sees how he looks at Da-eum, and she's not dumb. There's just so much tension in such a slow show. No fight scenes, no killer, no screaming. Just this quiet chaos. It's awesome, really. Oh, there's also this girl, which will be very annoying for a few episodes, but honestly, I'ma just skip her. Anyways, in the middle of all of this, Jeha and Da-eum looking for each other, looking at each other. Always looking. He doesn't move fast, he never has, but you can see his eyes acting, and dude, it's unreal. You feel like everything, the hesitation, the concern, the curiosity, the pull, the care, you see everything. And you see him starting to understand her, not just as an actress or a dying girl, but as a person, a soul. They're not just director and actress anymore, there's something more, something real. And then it rains. And this happens. It's a kiss under a preface, theoretically for practice for the actual scene in the movie. But you just see it's not just that, it's a fully passionate kiss. From now on, there's a bit more of light. They keep filming the movie, finding locations, but that tension I mentioned goes nowhere. Da-eum's health is constantly getting worse, more people are getting closer to finding out, and they're getting swallowed by lies. From this point on, something I absolutely love in this show starts happening. The film they're making starts bleeding into real life. The movie, Love in White, tells a story about the love triangle between a terminally ill girl, a man, and the second lead girl. Sounds familiar? Cause it is. It's the exact scenario that's happening in real life. Da-eum, Jeha, and So-young. Not the actors, not the director or the script, the real three. Because this movie isn't just fiction, no, it's their story, and so the show starts blending them. Scenes that are technically being recorded for the movie begin to swap out the actors. Instead of Jong-woo playing the male leads, we suddenly see Jae-ah, because he is the one living this. He's the one it's really about. These aren't just scenes, they're mirrors. Parallels between what's on camera and what's in their hearts. Between what's scripted and what's too raw to be said out loud. It's a metaphor. It's symbolism. Sure, the scenes are short and they seem like they're being filmed for the actual movie, they have this certain aspect ratio, but it's the real deal. It's what we as the audience feel. The conflict between the three of them and the development of Da-eum's and Jae-ah's relationship. Above anything else, despite the fact that the screenwriters use scenes from the theoretical movie they're filming to say it, what they're saying is real and it hits hard. And yeah, through all of these small interactions, true love starts developing between Da-eum and Jae-ah. I mean, Destiny put them together to make this movie, and even beneath all those lies and all that tension, Da-eum can't help but fall in love with Jae-ah. And so, is it weird that someone like me likes someone like you? That's how Da-eum officially confesses her love for a director. You can see she's confused. I mean, is it? Is it weird? Is it wrong? That a dying girl loves another person? That a rookie actress loves a director? Is it wrong? I mean, but what is right and wrong? Love should be a good thing, so why would it ever be wrong? But maybe that's because when someone dies, the deepest pain isn't theirs. It's actually left behind for those who stay, the ones who have to grieve. And so Jae-ah rejects her. He's cold, blunt. He even tells her he used her sickness as a tool to help the movie in case it's necessary. He used her as an asset to feel safe while making it. I don't want this movie to be ruined by those feelings. Damn, but is that really what he believes? Or is he just in denial of his true feelings? Is he just afraid to feel? To love? We skip through this and then this guy appears, and it's more like a plot device to show that Da-eum really loves Jeha like she never loved anyone, and to actually make Jeha realize that maybe, deep down despite it all, he can't help but fall in love with her too. I mean, he's there every time, concerned about her, he cares for her deeply. And the tension just keeps growing, more people start to find out, Soyoung for one learns the truth, and instead of turning cold or jealous, she chooses to protect Da-eum, because she's just too kind, too soft-hearted to be hated. Sure, she still had feelings and maybe loved Jeha, and she kinda wanted to hate Da-eum because she had everything she would ever want, but she's way too pure to hate, and Soyoung just can't find a reason to hate her. As for our director, sure, he said no to her confession, but that wasn't the end of their story. Far from it. They keep orbiting each other, looking for one another, worrying, caring, protecting, because sometimes the heart says yes long before the words do, and you just can't deny your feelings for too long. Eventually, you give in. And so my favorite scene in this entire drama happens. We see this black and white filter on Jeha's perspective. His life is, right now, as black and white as the filter itself. His side is drained of all color, he doesn't see life as life is. And then Da-eum calls him. On her side, everything is bursting with color. You see beautiful colors with beautiful sights. And she invites him to see the sunset with her, and hangs up. His life is black and white, but the moment he draws the curtain open and sees her waiting, color floods in. His eyes shine brightly, and for the first time ever, this man, who moves and talks slow, runs. He runs like he never did. He runs as if his life depended on it. Because maybe it does. His life only has color because of Da-eum. He gets to her and says, "I like you, but I feel like I shouldn't." Nonetheless, he gives in, kissing her. After being afraid, scared to love, he gives in. His life feels colored with her. His life feels alive in her presence. His life has color again, because of her. So from here on, they just accept it. They start dating, and it's like climbing a ladder that as you climb, grants many things. First, the movie gets progressively done, nearing completion. Second, the love progressively grows higher and higher between the two. Third, more people start to find out about her sickness. But lastly, and more importantly, her time progressively keeps running out. The higher you climb the ladder, the closer you get to Da-eum's death. And the problem is, climbing it is inevitable. Time goes by, the project advances, and a lot of stuff happens, and then in episode 11 we see this amazing scene between Da-eum and Jeha. They're separated by this glass, and Da-eum breaks it to Jeha. She says she doesn't have much time left, and that he shouldn't feel too depressed after she dies. It's inevitable, everyone dies, and she hopes he doesn't go into a slump again if that happens. She hopes his life doesn't go back to black and white after she passes away. It's truly a beautiful relationship, they care so deeply for each other, it's such a pure love between the two. But sadly, it's a love with a time bomb next to it. They both know she's gonna die soon. The film is almost ready, and she'll probably be able to accomplish her dream of starring in a big film production and being an actual actress. But she's still gonna die. Her dream will be fulfilled, but her life is nearing its final chapters. And then once more, Jeha runs to her and they say it. Not "I like you" or "I'll be there" or "I want to kiss you." They truly say it. "I love you." Even now, especially now, when time is running out, they don't stop. They choose to love, even knowing how little of it they'll get to have, and how unfair that is. So it's true, they love each other. And after this, time passes, and at last, they finish shooting the movie. It's actually done. She did it. She held until the very end. She fulfilled the promise she had made when being cast. And she couldn't be happier. Actually, let's take a moment to talk about Da-eum for a second. It's a dying girl that's living her last months in constant pain, full of painkillers and meds, with a schedule to eat. And yet, she's the light everywhere she is. She smiles the entire day. She's the most cheerful person in that set. She makes everyone around her happier just by being there. She inspires everyone. She's truly amazing. But I think this scene sums her up amazingly. She's always cheerful, but deep inside, she's constantly thinking, I want to live so badly, I really want to live. At the end of the day, she's just a girl who wants to love, to feel, to dream like any other girl, but sadly her love, her feelings, her dreams are limited by a clock that doesn't stop ticking, and when it does, it just means it's over. This is what is so heartbreaking about this show. Eventually the film enters post-production and Da-eum and Jae-ah keep spending every moment they can together. Dates, walks, cinema, conversation, hugs, kisses, everything they can do until they can't do them anymore. There's a small scene with little dialogue that I feel like gets really overlooked. Want me to pick a flower for you? Jae-ha asks, but before she can answer, they overhear a mother telling her child, no, these flowers are precious lives too, we can't just pick them. And just like that, the metaphor settles. Lee Da-eum, our main girl, is just like those flowers. Beautiful, pure, innocent, delicate, but also brief and fleeting. Cherry blossoms only show up during spring and the flowers constantly fall to the ground. They're as brief as Da-eum's time on Earth. You don't get to pick her, you just get to be lucky enough to be able to see her while you still can. They return to the hospital, talk for a bit, and leave again out of frame. We then see on the table the words "Our Movie" written with those flowers, and the petals slowly start lifting into the air, floating, and making their way to every character of our story. That small petal touches everyone who is dear to Lee Da-eum, everyone who helped her accomplish what she dreamt of. It touches everyone just like Lee Da-eum herself touched everyone. The flower that touched everyone indeed. She made an impact on everyone she came across. That's the true symbology of the petals. The idea that she touched everyone, but she was just as brief as one of those petals falling from the tree. She spread hope even in dying. After this perfect montage going through every character we love, we're in a cinema room, almost empty, with Lee Da-eum and Lee Jae-ah sitting. They're watching their own movie, Love in White. Da-eum is not only credited as an actor, but also as a screenwriter. After all, they kinda wrote it together, they lived it together. It seems like they enjoyed the credit roll and they're happy, laughing, but then... the illusion fades. We transition into what really is going on. A full theater with only one seat empty. Hers. Da-eum isn't there. She didn't make it all the way to see her own movie. The way her death is treated is magnificent. We don't see an episode of her dying, of her funeral, of the effects of her death. There's no montage of grief and death scene. We see none of that. Her death is handled beautifully, silently, like a petal falling to the ground, noiseless. We get a 1-year time skip and we see every character and how they are now. Couples got together, friendships healed, and Lee Jae-ah appears again with a new script. He's still hurting, still grieving, especially when he finds the message she left for him. But he's writing, he's leaving, he's not completely destroyed or shattered to pieces. He's following what Da-eum told him in that scene, warning him that it was inevitable and close. He doesn't give up on life, and life is still full of color for him, because he's carrying her voice in him now. We close the K-drama with this scene in the tree, which also opens the drama in the first episode. There we see both of them together in summer, then seasons pass and Jae-ha comes back alone after 1 year. We're now seeing that moment in more detail, and now we understand it. She isn't there anymore directly because she died, but in Jae-ha's mind and heart, she'll always be with him. He misses her a whole fucking lot, but he'll live for her and follow what she said. Why do we make movies, you may ask? Not to get awards or to be rich or to get fame. We make them because life is too short, because words aren't always enough, because stories must be told, because some feelings are too big to hold in. Da-eum is gone, but she's also not. She's been immortalized thanks to a movie. This drama isn't necessarily about making movies, but it's about what we do with the time we're given, how we hold on and how we let go. It's about dreaming, and it's truly perfect. To be fair, there's a lot more I'd like to say. The second and third couple of the show are genuinely so cute, you just root for them and smile whenever they're on screen. The side characters are amazingly written, every single one of them gets attention and gets character development. I especially love Daum's father. Here's a man who already lost his wife to the same illness he's about to lose his daughter to. And at first, he can't let her go. He can't understand why she'd want to spend her last months making a fucking movie. But slowly, he gets it. He falls in love with film too. He sees what his daughter saw. His interactions with Jeha are also amazing. Our director slowly across the season starts with the thoughts of like, does she really need to die? Is there just no way we can save her? And Daum's dad knows exactly what that feeling is. He's been through that twice already. The cinematography is fucking magnific. The acting, the acting. Nam Kung Min does an incredible job with a character that for the most part doesn't say much and doesn't do much. He moves slow, but the way he acts with his eyes, man, it's honestly so amazing to see on screen. And his character development, mirrored by his acting, is so nicely put too. And if you think one amazing actor is enough, we have Jong-woo Bin, who portrays Daum magnificently. Honestly, her acting is absolutely top notch. Every smile, every glance, every tear, every trembling line, every despair, it's perfect. And overall, this drama just makes you feel. I've listened to the soundtrack genuinely a million times, and some of the songs are so amazing and will give me nostalgia and this vibe and feeling forever. And man, sorry to break it, but you'll probably cry watching it. During the entire show, you just have that ache in your neck, that almost crying feeling. But eventually you'll give in. I mean, even during the time I've been writing this video and watching the episodes again, I've had that feeling and almost cried sitting in my chair writing some words in a Word document. That's what our movie does to you. It's not just a story, it's much more, it's a whole emotion. And for me, it really is the best K-drama of 2025.